Right, afternoon guys. Welcome to the 7th of December. As you can see, I'm back in the barn with a big girl. Bit slow progress on her at the moment, to be honest. I've still got the tub off, and the tub's still at the painters. So nothing's really changed at the back of here. There isn't much I can do, to be honest. Everything bolts to that tub. The tub bolts onto the frame, and the mudguards and wings fit onto the tub. So what I have done is, you can see everything's nice and tidy. I have been doing the mudguards. So these are ones that I bought off the MB Trackman. They have been sat in the far corner of my barn getting dirty and muddy. Plus I've got a bird in here as well. That's a good one to show you. You can see that muck on there. Look. I think I've got a wren or a robin somewhere kicking around. Anyway, so it's even pooped on there. Cheeky sod. So I built these up the other week. So there's just a panel there that goes onto the tub, and there's a triangular wedge that sits in there just to give the panel a bit of framework to it. So I bought myself some stainless steel nuts and bolts, so they're all in loose at the moment. I'm not going to tighten them up until they're on the tub. There's obviously going to be a bit of flex from, well, these to the tub itself, so I just want a bit of wiggle room. I have put the housing for the lights on, and this one I've actually started putting in the lights as well, but until I get the wiring done on the tub I can't really wire them up. So I do actually have a left and a right light cluster as well. So this is my left hand cluster because it's got the registration light underneath it. Being a German machine, they're obviously driving on the right hand side of the road, which is obviously the wrong side of the road. But they're driving on the right. So what I was hoping to do was change this over to the right hand side, which I still might do if I take this lens off. Will it work? I don't know actually. I have to work it out if I can take this lens off and put this unit onto the right hand side instead of the left hand side. Because obviously the indicator's on that side, so I don't think it'll work unless I can change stuff around. So anyway, I need to fit them on. I just wanted to have a play, make sure everything fitted. The mudguards came together fairly well actually. When you buy second-hand stuff, when you buy replacement stuff that isn't original, factory made, it sometimes doesn't fit very well. These are fitted alright so far. There are a bit of tweaking and pulling to do to get some bolts in, but they weren't too bad. So they need to go in. What I also did was bought some LED bulbs, so hopefully they can go in for the indicators and the brake lights. I'm slightly unsure about the indicators because you can have what they call hyper flashing, where the indicator basically goes into overdrive and starts flashing like a disco light, which is obviously not what you want. You want a constant slowish flash. So anyway, we'll see what happens with them. I mean, they cost me a tenner off Amazon with a £5 delivery, so if they don't work, it's not end of world. What I did do this morning was, this is the reg plate, so I've just tacked on, well, welded on this bit of fanciness. This is the original piece, and this is actually a piece of the old mudguard, and that just fits at the bottom, just like under the light there. But I'm going to get this powder coated and painted, as well as this as well. This is off the top of the air intake, which somebody painted silver, and the band that holds it on, that band just holds it on. So there to go. Some bits came back. There's some triangles behind the cab which I held on with those. My steps have come back. I decided to go black with them. This should actually be silver, but I thought I'd give black a go. I quite fancy changing those rims to the bigger size, and if I do that, I might try and get, if they're second hand, some black rims. I think she'll look quite smart with black, but I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing. Not too fussed about these being black. If I don't like them and they don't work very well, I can get them painted again in silver. It's not a big problem, it just means sandblasting them off and having a play around. What else have we got? That's the handle for the rear linkage, but without the tub that can't go back on. And I think that was an odd piece that I found kicking around shop. Yeah, that's it for the moment from them. So yeah, hopefully we'll see what comes back. Hopefully Ollie's managed to get it sandblasted, the tub sandblasted, because we need to find out what's up with the tub. There are some holes coming through it, but the way that they built it is a bit of a pig. So yeah, we're still waiting to find out from that. So yeah, that's really about it. It's been a bit slow going. Obviously with Christmas coming up, everybody's trying to get on with stuff and get it sorted out themselves, and I'm no different. So this is kind of sat waiting, but this is why I've done it this time of year, because she can sit here. So yeah, we'll see what else turns up in the next week or two.